I was gonna make love to you, but then I got high. I was gonna eat your... Oh, hello. Welcome back to Yahtzee Reads. Or Yahtzee does a great big lore dump all over your face, or whatever this is. Last time we were here, we learned about the lore of the Kingdom Hearts series. This time, my editor, Jesse Schwab, has been kind enough to put together a summary of one of his favourite franchises, Mortal Kombat! Now, I do know more about Mortal Kombat than I did about Kingdom Hearts, but I've only really played from 9 onwards, so I'm sure we've all got something to learn here today. Starting with Mortal Kombat 1992. I would have been 9. Crazy. And my dog would have been -27. 500 years ago, the annual Shaolin tournament, long the most prestigious fighting tournament in the world, was interrupted by the appearance of an old sorcerer and a strange four-armed creature who entered the tournament and defeated the great Kung Lao. This Shokan warrior was the half-human, half-dragon fighter named Goro, and he became the ultimate fighting champion for the next 500 years. I assume this was like an Air Bud scenario, where they hadn't tightened their bylaws up. There's nothing in the rules that says a four-armed dragon person can join a fighting tournament. But there's nothing in the rules that says they can't. This was all part of Shang Tsung's plan to tip the balance into chaos and help Outworld conquer the Earth Realm. A worthy Shaolin monk named Liu Kang... Should I mention at this point that both the creators of this series were from Illinois? Would go to the tournament with the intent to restore balance alongside the God of Thunder, Raiden, Lin Kuei warrior, Sub-Zero, he's the blue one, Hollywood martial artist Johnny Cage, the undead Shiryu ninja, Scorpion, he's the yellow one, Black Dragon's most diabolical thug, Kano, and Special Forces Lieutenant Sonya Blade. Yeah, I don't know if you've played the original Mortal Kombat, but that's literally all the characters you could play as. It's like 7 guys. I mean, these days you get like walls of the motherfuckers. Back in 1992, we were happy to have 7 guys, half of whom were the same guy, wearing different pajamas. With Outworld already having won 9 tournaments in a row, our heroes would have to avoid handing Earthrealm the 10th loss, or all of humanity would crumble into the darkness of the Outworld. That's the rule. 10 tournaments and the other realm takes you over. Seems a bit bureaucratic, but never mind. Liu Kang wins this tournament under Raiden's guidance, defeating Goro and Shang Tsung and freeing the many souls that Tsung had imprisoned over the centuries. Scorpion pursues Sub-Zero and finally faces him after the end of the tournament, killing him and avenging his own death, making him Absolute Zero. Sonya rescues her Special Forces squad who had been held hostage by Shang Tsung. Man, who was that guy not holding hostage? She fails to apprehend Kano, however, who escapes the island on a boat. Reptile... Well, not to be picky, Jesse, but you forgot to mention Reptile in the initial summary. Reptile, unsure of his fate, flees to Outworld. Raiden then... I get confused every time I say Raiden, because at the last minute I'm never sure if it's Raiden or Raiden. It's Raiden if it's Mortal Kombat, it's Raiden if it's Metal Gear Solid, because Metal Gear Solid is made by actual Japanese guys. Raiden then teleports the surviving Earthrealmers to safety as Shang Tsung's island crumbles into the sea. Returning to Hollywood, Johnny Cage uses the experience to revive his failing acting career and develops a highly popular film franchise called Mortal Kombat. I hate when they do that. Oh, our story's so great it became a really popular franchise in the fiction of our world. This is just me pantomiming brushing dust off of my lapel. The first of which, meaning films, would come out in 1995, directed by Paul Anderson and stars Robin Shou, Lyndon Ashby, Bridget Wilson, Talisa Soto, Christopher Lambert and Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa. It's a great movie and I will fight anyone who says otherwise, signed Jesse S. Well, thanks for editorialising, Jesse. Yeah, I mean, the first Mortal Kombat movies are alright. I kind of liked it better when Bruce Lee was in it and it was called Enter the Dragon, but it's alright. Mortal Kombat 2. Following Shang Tsung and Goro's defeat by Liu Kang, Tsung begs his master, Shao Kahn, to spare his life. He tells Shao Kahn that the invitation for Mortal Kombat cannot be turned down. I mean, can't it? I feel like we need to get a copy of the bylaws. And if they hold it in Outworld, the Earthrealm warriors must attend. Kahn agrees to this plan and restores Tsung's youth. For some reason. He extends the invitation to Raiden, who gathers his warriors and takes them into Outworld. The tournament is dangerous. Oh, was it? A tournament called Mortal Kombat, where people are expected to murder each other, was dangerous? Well, perish the thought. Get OSHA on the phone, as Shao Kahn has the home field advantage. Okay, it's baseball now. And an Outworld victory will unbalance the Furies and allow Outworld to subsume Earthrealm. Well, what happened to having to win 10 times? Jesus Christ. Bureaucracy, am I right? When Sub-Zero, the blue one, failed to return from the Shaolin tournament and rumour of Shang Tsung's survival reached the Lin Kuei clan, they immediately sent another assassin to complete the task. This new warrior is actually the younger brother of the original Sub-Zero. So Sub-Zero? Upon learning of Sub-Zero's reappearance, Scorpion enters Shao Kahn's tournament. He witnesses Sub-Zero spare the life of an opponent and realises that this is not the same Sub-Zero who murdered him so long ago. Could just have had a beef with you. He lets the ninja live and leaves the Outworlders in their unholy contest. I think it being unholy is like the least of the problems at this point. With Liu Kang's Shaolin Temple in ruins, he journeys into the Outworld, enters Shao Kahn's tournament, and unleashes a fury that does not end until the defeat of Shao Kahn. Liu Kang then returns to the seclusion of his Shaolin Temple. He pays his respects to his lost brothers, and finally realises that the events which have taken place were all fulfillment of his destiny. I mean, that doesn't mean much. I mean, that's just like saying, it happened because it happened. Mortal Kombat 3. Shao Kahn, fed up with continuous losses in tournament battle, who'd be me, enacts a 10,000-year-old plan. He would have his shadow priests, led by Shang Tsung, revive his former queen, Sindel, who unexpectedly died at a young age. However, she wouldn't be revived in the Outworld, she would be resurrected in the Earthrealm. This would allow Shao Kahn to cross the boundary lines and reclaim his queen. Oh no, Shao Kahn's gonna be an anchor baby. When Sindel is reincarnated in Earthrealm, Shao Kahn is able to reach across the dimensions to reclaim her. As a consequence of this action, Earthrealm becomes a part of Outworld, instantly stripping billions of their souls. Sounds familiar, doesn't it, America? Only a few are spared as Raiden protects their souls. He tells them that Shao Kahn must be stopped, but that he cannot interfere. Due to his status as protector of Earthrealm, he has no power in Outworld, and Earthrealm is now partially merged with Outworld. Shao Kahn has unleashed extermination squads to roam throughout the Earthrealm and kill any survivors. In addition, Raiden's protection only extends to the soul, not to the body, so his chosen warriors have to fight the extermination squads and repel Shao Kahn. I mean, I guess we're just sort of glossing over the whole tournament thing now. After thwarting Shao Kahn in the past, Liu Kang finds himself the prime target of Shao Kahn's extermination squads, but Kang is the reigning Mortal Kombat champion and proves it by easily defeating Kahn's minions. But it's the apparent death of his friend Kung Lao that enrages Kang and enables him to find the strength to defeat Shao Kahn. With his final defeat, every human on Earthrealm is restored. Then, before the portal closes, Liu Kang is greeted by Princess Kitana and thanked for saving Earthrealm and Outworld. Man. I'm sure every other character feels a little overshadowed at this point. Be fair, Liu Kang, let someone else win once. Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe. Okay. I guess this is canon. After Shao Kahn's invasion of Earthrealm is halted by Raiden's forces of light, Raiden blasts and sends Kahn through a portal. At exactly the same time on Earth, this is DC Earth, Superman stops Darkseid's apocalyptic invasion by blasting Darkseid with his heat vision as he enters a boom tube. Oh, this isn't fair. I'm still trying to internalize Mortal Kombat lore. Now I have to internalize superhero comics lore at the same time. Boom tube, what's that? Is that a version of YouTube but for film set audio recording engineers? These acts do not destroy either of them but merge them into Dark Kahn and causes the DC and Mortal Kombat universes to merge. As this happens, the character's abilities fluctuate, causing violent rage outbreaks that are actually the feelings of Dark Kahn being infused in the characters from afar. I guess he's just really cross about all this. Because of this, certain characters gain either strength or vulnerability. This allows for such things as the possibility of Superman being defeated due to his vulnerability to magic, and giving the Joker the ability to fight skilled martial artists such as his nemesis Batman and Deathstroke. Oh, how convenient. With each world thinking that the other is responsible for the merger, they fight each other until only one fighter from each side remains, Raiden and Superman. In the final battle, the two fight while Dark Kahn feeds on their rage. Both realizing that neither is working with Dark Khan, Raiden and Superman overcome their rage for each other and kiss. And defeat their fused enemy, restoring the two worlds to their normal separation. Mortal Kombat 4. Right, fucking Christ. Back in action. Thousands of years ago. Man, it's all stuff that started thousands of years ago. Tell me about now, not the dead past. Thousands of years ago, Shinnok, one of the elder gods who controls the 6 realms... Oh, they're the ones who drew up the laws, are they? Attempted to become the conqueror of them all. Raiden fought and defeated Shinnok in a war that spanned hundreds of years, sending him to the Netherrealm, where he would be trapped forever. Now Shinnok has managed to escape from the Netherrealm. Well, trapped forever didn't last very long, did it? With help from the sorcerer, Quan Chi, and seeks vengeance against the elder gods who banished him. The amulet Sub-Zero retrieved years back. Oh, it's a reference to Mortal Kombat mythologies, whose plot summary I didn't read out because I couldn't be asked. Turned out to be an exact duplicate. In his plan, he first conquers the realm of Edenia, while he prepares to attack the Elder Gods. In order to stop Shinnok's menace, Raiden requests help from the Earthrealm warriors who previously saved the realms from Emperor Shao Kahn. Freeing Earthrealm from the hands of Shinnok, Liu Kang has unknowingly freed Edenia, the realm of Princess Kitana. Asking him to be by her side, Liu Kang refuses in order to be Earth's champion and protector should it fall under attack again. Fucking martyr complex, am I right? In addition, Raiden has earned his place amongst the Elder Gods. Meanwhile, Quan Chi revealed himself to be the true murderer of Scorpion's family and clan. Huh. Well, fancy that. Before attempting to send him back to the Netherrealm. Scorpion, fueled with homicidal rage, grabbed Quan Chi at the last minute, taking the sorcerer with him. Moving on. To Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. Quan Chi was able to escape the Netherrealm using the amulet he had stolen from Shinnok. He appears in a tomb containing several mummified remains and an ancient runestone, which reveals that the remains are the undefeatable army... Yeah, I guess undefeatable means as much as forever did, of the long-forgotten ruler of Outworld known simply as the Dragon King. Learning that it can be revived, Quan Chi forms an alliance with Shang Tsung, not that asshole, offering him an endless supply of souls in return for him transplanting the souls of defeated warriors into the army. So he can have all the souls, but he has to put all the souls into an army. Well, what does Shang Tsung get at the end of all that? A golden handshake? Slap on the back? Thanks, bro. The two work together to defeat and kill Shao Kahn and Liu Kang, the two greatest threats to their plans. Unable to interfere as an elder god, I think Raiden just has a very poor work ethic, you know? That's why one of his special abilities is to fly forward in a lying down position, because he wants to have a quick crafty nap. Raiden surrenders his status after realizing that should the Alliance be victorious, Earthrealm is doomed. The Deadly Alliance was successful in reviving the mummified remains of the Dragon King's undefeatable army. It would appear that nothing could stand in the way of Shang Tsung and Quan Chi as they began their domination of the realms. And that's the end of that section. Well, I feel like we're missing a denouement there. But moving on. Mortal Kombat Deception. As a single survivor... Oh, okay. I guess the Dragon King won. Shit. Raiden attempts to fight both sorcerers, but is ultimately defeated. The Deadly Alliance quickly dissolves as the two sorcerers turn on each other for Shinnok's amulet, which allows them to control the army. Quan Chi has no time to enjoy his victory before he sees that the Dragon King Onaga, the former emperor of the realm of Outworld, has been resurrected too. How careless. Quan Chi, Shang Tsung and Raiden join forces to stop Onaga. Boy, that must have been an awkward meeting. Yeah, sorry about dooming Earthrealm like 9 times, but be fair, apparently Earthrealm is very easy to doom. Join forces to stop Onaga, though Raiden ultimately unleashes all his powers in a colossal explosion that, apart from destroying both members of the Deadly Alliance, the surrounding palace, and himself, has little effect on Onaga. Doh. Onaga now seeks to use 6 artifacts called the Kamidogu, which are able to destroy the realms. Well, who the fuck made those? That seems short-sighted. Those fighters not killed in the battle against the Deadly Alliance now stand against Onaga and his supporters. The warriors in Outworld were in disarray. Heroes were not focused on the true threat of Onaga, and villains were unaware that they were bringing about their own destruction by serving him. The old warrior Shujinko united them, and in one moment absorbed their combined fighting power. Yeah, good hustle, Shujinko. Shujinko shattered each of the Kamidogu, the source of Onaga's invulnerability. This weakened Onaga, and Shujinko attacked him without mercy. His mortal form was no match for a combatant, spelled with a K, infused with the powers of so many warriors. The Dragon King was finally defeated. Until the next game, which was Mortal Kombat Armageddon. The combatants, also spelled with a K, stop it, it's not cute, of the realms were growing too strong and numerous for the realms to handle. The warriors' powers threatened to utterly destroy the fabric of the universe. Yeah, I hate when that happens. Like I do too many press-ups and the fucking space-time continuum explodes. These warriors clashed in a single battle royale that threatened to rip apart reality and bring about the apocalypse. Without warning, a pyramid rises from the ground. Well, what warning did you want? Like, did you want a fucking sign and some black and yellow tape to appear? And the tip bursts into flames, attracting the warriors' curiosity to see what it was. The combatants, with a K, fought one another to get to the top, while the elemental Blaze revealed himself to them. Oh gee, I wonder what element he was an elemental of. I'm gonna guess neutronium. The Firespawn... oh, never mind. The Firespawn was created by the Elder Gods to destroy as many fighters as possible in order to save the realms from Armageddon. This would be the warriors' last battle, their last chance to prove that they are worthy of surviving, while many others will perish. This was the final battle for Mortal Kombat, the battle that determined the fate of the realms. Yeah, final battle in a document that's currently only on page 6 of 10, I hasten to add. Mortal Kombat 2011. Now this one I knew. During Armageddon, all warriors from the realms had been killed, leaving only Raiden and Shao Kahn. Having defeated Blaze, Shao Kahn, who was revealed that the Deadly Alliance only killed his clone... well, thank goodness you cleared that up with that quick parenthetical statement, is imbued with godlike power and easily overpowers Raiden. In a final attempt to stop Shao Kahn, Raiden casts one last spell to send a message to his past self through his shattered amulet with the vague message, "He must win," before Shao Kahn delivers a killing blow on him. Back to the events of the first tournament. Yeah, I remember that. So if you're just keeping track, everything I have just read out, poof, gone, didn't matter. Hope you weren't invested in the struggles of Shujinko and Onaga and all of them motherfuckers. The past Raiden sees visions of the future due to the message he received and notices his amulet has been damaged. Raiden concludes that Liu Kang must win the tournament to save Earthrealm. We did that last time. During the events of Mortal Kombat 3, Raiden and Liu Kang travelled... skipping ahead a bit. Yeah, most of Mortal Kombat 9 was just retreading basically all of what we just described, but with a few omissions and alterations. I think Sonya Blaze has bigger tits now. During the events of Mortal Kombat 3, Raiden and Liu Kang travel to appeal to the Elder Gods, requesting they stop Shao Kahn's invasion. The Elder Gods refuse. What a bunch of thoroughly useful sods. Saying that Kahn's invasion does not violate their laws, and that only attempting to merge Earthrealm into Outworld without winning a Mortal Kombat tournament would be a violation. Except he did that in the last Mortal Kombat 3. Plot hole. While Raiden and Liu Kang are away, Sindel leads an Outworlder attack on the heroes, killing a majority of them. Yeah, I remember that as well. And that was like the fucking plot decision that the next 3 games were having to work around. That's what happens when you just kill off 60% of your cast in one fell swoop. So for the next 3 games, it's all, 97% of all those characters were mysteriously resurrected through a variety of different ways. I mean, it's fair enough. I mean, it's kind of weird that a plot for a series whose central premise, nay, very title, centres around a fighting tournament where characters have to kill each other, for characters to recur as much as they do. Upon returning, Raiden attempts to ally with Quan Chi, offering the souls of the deceased heroes as payment, and his own soul if he dies. Quan Chi declines and reveals he already has possession of the heroes' souls, promised to him by Shao Kahn in exchange for his allegiance to the Emperor, and has turned them into undead revenants. Ooh, he's turned them all into giant skeletons that shoot homing missiles. No, he's turned them all into Leonardo DiCaprio. Note to self, pick funnier gag later. Quan Chi's words make the dismayed Raiden realise that he must win refers to Shao Kahn himself. Should Kahn conquer Earthrealm without victory in Mortal Kombat, the Elder Gods will punish him. Liu Kang, angered by the seemingly pointless, not seemingly Liu Kang, extremely pointless deaths of their allies, blames Raiden and goes to attack Shao Kahn alone. Raiden tries to stop Liu Kang, but accidentally kills him when Liu Kang's fire mixes with Raiden's lightning, burning Liu Kang alive. Overcome with guilt, Raiden surrenders to Shao Kahn, at which point the Elder Gods intervene, imbuing Raiden with their power, which he then uses to defeat and kill Shao Kahn for violating the Mortal Kombat code. But Raiden just surrendered to Shao Kahn. Does that not count? Apparently not. Mortal Kombat X. 2 years after the defeat of Outworld's ruler Shao Kahn, Shinnok attacks Earthrealm with his army of Netherrealm demons. Because he was bored, I guess. As well as Earthrealm warriors who were killed during Khan's invasion and are now resurrected as revenants under Quan Chi's control. When Shinnok tries to kill Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage rushes to defend her, inadvertently awakening ancient superhuman powers within himself. Using his newfound powers, Johnny holds Shinnok at bay long enough for Raiden to steal Shinnok's amulet and imprison him inside it, but Quan Chi escapes. 20 years after Shinnok's defeat, time jump. Johnny assembles a new team of young fighters composed of Cassie, Takeda, Jackie, and Kung Jin. They are deployed to Outworld to resolve a civil war between former Empress Mylena, who has obtained Shinnok's amulet from Kano, and Outworld's current emperor, Kotal Khan. Kotal's insectoid second-in-command, Devourer, steady on, this is like 6 characters introduced in 2 sentences, is revealed as a double agent for Quan Chi and steals the amulet. As Scorpion prepares to kill Quan Chi in Earthrealm, Devourer arrives with the amulet. Quan Chi manages to finish his spell moments before being beheaded by Scorpion, releasing Shinnok from captivity. Shinnok then enters the Jinsei Chamber, the source of Earthrealm's life force, and corrupts it, transforming himself into a powerful demon in the process. When Devourer begins torturing Johnny, Cassie manifests powers similar to her father's. Yeah, Cassie is Johnny's daughter. Jesse apparently forgot to mention that, but fortunately I didn't because I'm a professional. Only kidding, Jesse. First rule of video production, kids, don't piss off your writers. Which she uses to defeat Shinnok. A grievously wounded Raiden then purifies the Jinsei, stripping Shinnok of his powers and forcing the Revenants to withdraw. Sometime later, Raiden, now in possession of Shinnok's amulet and corrupted in the process of purifying the Jinsei, issues a warning to the Revenants Liu Kang and Kitana, now rulers of the Netherrealm, that they will face fates worse than death if they threaten Earthrealm. Raiden leaves behind Shinnok's severed but still living head as a final warning before departing. Well, more power to him, I say. Finally getting proactive, is old Raiden. Mortal Kombat 11. Following Shinnok's defeat, Raiden plans to protect Earthrealm by destroying all of its enemies. This act inspires Kronika, the Keeper of Time, to rewrite history to undo Raiden's interference and erase him from existence. Yeah, like I said in the Kingdom Hearts summary, time travel, boy, I'm glad that never really complicates things. 2 years later, Kotal Khan, the current Emperor of Outworld, attempts to execute Shao Kahn's loyalist, Collector. Again spelled with a K, still not cute, guys, but is interrupted by a time storm that brings heroes and villains from the past, randomly. Well, it's lucky that the only people who returned from the past were just people central to this specific franchise and not like Mussolini or anyone like that. Sort of convenient, really. Meanwhile, the past pre-corrupted Raiden consults with the Elder Gods. They cannot intervene. They can never fucking intervene, that's their problem. Don't pray to the Elder Gods, for the Elder Gods move in mysterious ways. Well, what's the point in even talking to them then? They cannot intervene as the time storm is draining their power. Once Revenant Liu Kang has absorbed his past self's soul, Kronika sends him to attack Raiden, who eventually merges with him to become Fire God Liu Kang. Well, I'm glad that worked this time, because the last time they tried that, Liu Kang just died horribly in flames. The heroes breach Kronika's keep, but Kronika rewinds time. Ugh. With his godlike status making him immune, Liu Kang defeats Kronika. Oh, Kronika didn't think that far ahead. Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath. Yeah, this was the DLC, I think. Following Kronika's defeat, Fire God Liu Kang and Raiden attempt to utilize Kronika's hourglass to restore history, but are interrupted by Shang Tsung, Fujin, and Nightwolf, who are all imprisoned in a timeless void by Kronika for refusing to join her. Shang Tsung elaborates that due to the destruction of the Crown of Souls when Liu Kang defeated Kronika, the hourglass cannot be used to change history without destroying it. He convinces Liu Kang to send him, Fujin, and Nightwolf back in time, roll eyes, to retrieve the Crown of Souls before the opposition does. Despite Raiden's suspicions of Shang Tsung, Liu Kang agrees and sends the trio back, staying behind to protect the hourglass. Raiden arrives too late to stop Shang Tsung from tricking Fujin into giving him the crown. The sorcerer gains Kronika's full power, revealing he had planned everything after Kronika imprisoned him. As he starts approaching the hourglass to mold his new era, Fire God Liu Kang appears, revealing he was aware of Shang Tsung's intentions. Aha, you thought you had tricked me, but I tricked you all along. Aha, but I tricked you first before you tricked me. Aha, but I tricked you before you tricked me without tricking you. And knowing he was the only one strong enough to defeat Kronika, allowed Shang Tsung to stay alive to protect the crown. Kang then proceeds to erase Shang Tsung from existence and forges his own era. Mortal Kombat 1. Oh man, it's been a journey, hasn't it? Fire God Liu Kang uses Kronika's hourglass to recreate the universe, before relinquishing control of it to Geras to become Earthrealm's protector. In the present, Shang Tsung, now a powerless outworlder, struggles to make a living selling quack medicine until he is approached by a mysterious individual named Damashi, who reveals to him that he has the potential to become a sorcerer and that unseen forces have been working against him. After learning from Geras that Shang Tsung has regained his abilities and is serving as an advisor to Outworld's Empress Sindel, Liu Kang tasks Kenshi, Kung Lao, and Johnny Cage with investigating Shang Tsung's activities. When Liu Kang remade the world, he apparently didn't remake it that much. He put mostly the same dudes in it. The Earthrealmers are captured and taken to the Shang Tsung's flesh pits, but escape with the help of Reptile. Hey! We forgot all about him, didn't we? A shape-shifting outcast, and encounter Ashra, a Netherrealm demoness in search of absolution, who reveals that Tsung's ally, Quan Chi... You know, Liu Kang, you could always have just not let Quan Chi and Shang Tsung be born. That was an option. Is building devices capable of stealing souls on a massive scale. And you could always have just rewritten the bylaws to say that you can't steal people's souls. I feel like that could have been a thing you could have done as well. Liu Kang orders Lin Kuei warriors Sub-Zero, the blue one, Smoke, the grey one, and Scorpion, the yellow one. Who is a Lin Kuei in this timeline? Oh, well, that's one meaningful change. To destroy the Soul Stealers and capture Shang Tsung. But Shang Tsung sways Sub-Zero to his side, because remember, original Sub-Zero was a bastard, by promising him access to the undead Dragon Army. As Scorpion and Smoke escape, Geras, upon further investigation, informs Liu Kang that Damashi hails from a parallel timeline. Upon confronting the sorcerers, they are joined by Damashi, who is revealed to be the previous timeline's Shang Tsung. Oh, that bastard. He reveals further that while fighting Liu Kang for the hourglass, they fractured time, creating a separate timeline where he defeated Kronika and Liu Kang and became a Titan. Intending to absorb Liu Kang's timeline, he betrays the sorcerers and summons warriors from his own. Liu Kang's group narrowly drives them off. I mean, you got one timeline, why are you so bothered about taking the other one as well? What are you going to do with two timelines? One for the weak and one for Sunday best? As the others leave to destroy the Dragon Army, Liu Kang regains his Titan powers, somehow, and reunites with his friends from the previous timelines, somehow, to recruit forces for the upcoming battle. Anticipating this, Titan Shang Tsung summons an army of their evil counterparts. Following a grueling battle, Liu Kang's group prevails, allowing him to erase Titan Shang Tsung and his timeline from existence. Well, good thing that happened, and now there will never be any more problems ever again. Oh, hold the phone. Mortal Kombat 1 Chaos Reigns, the DLC. Sub-Zero leads the Lin Kuei in an ambush on the Shirai Ryu during the wedding of Scorpion and Harumi, who is someone who's there now. alongside two of his armoured warriors, Sector and Cyrax. Oh, I remember them. They were the android lads. Oh, wait, no, actually, in this DLC, they're female, aren't they? So they can't be androids, because the prefix andro implies male. They'd have to be gynoids. Language is fun. The latter of whom he deceived into believing Scorpion and Liu Kang had betrayed Earthrealm. Well, that's the story of this franchise, isn't it? People just believing the last thing they've heard. After fending off the Lin Kuei and the capture of Sub-Zero and Sector, Liu Kang takes the two to be judged by current Outworld Empress Mylena and attempts to convince her to spare them to mend further conflict. During the negotiation, they are attacked by Titan Havoc, whom we haven't heard of up until now, who previously fought alongside Titan Shang Tsung and now seeks to merge other timelines with his own. Sub-Zero learns from Havoc that he intends to combine Geras' time crystals with 6 artifacts called the Kamidogu, I remember those, to destroy the multiverse and reshape it in his image. I seem to recall when they were first introduced they just destroyed the multiverse. I don't know where this reshaping thing comes in. I mean, if you're going to destroy the multiverse, maybe bear in mind that you kind of have to be in the multiverse while that's happening. So you might want to weigh up a few pros and cons before you do anything stupid. Knowing Liu Kang and Mylena must remain in their timeline to protect it, Liu Kang sends Scorpion, Cyrax and Sector to Chaos Realm to rescue Geras. There they encounter Sub-Zero, who has been transformed by Havoc into a dark being of chaos called Noob Saibot. He was called that because Ed Boon and John Tobias were the two original creators of Mortal Kombat, and Noob Saibot is Tobias Boon, spelt backwards. I noticed that straight away, because noob is a really stupid word. After defeating Saibot, they rescue Geras and escape with him and the Kamidogu. Liu Kang is what are the Kamidogu? I mean, MacGuffins, obviously, but what form do they take? I like to imagine they're little nodding dogs that you put in the back of your car. Liu Kang is unable to cure Saibot of his condition, but manages to free him from Havoc's control. Havoc and his forces invade Liu Kang's timeline, where he steals back and empowers himself with the Kamidogu. Just got them all arranged on his shoulders. Nonetheless, Saibot and Liu Kang defeat him. Liu Kang allows Sector to leave and become the Lin Kuei's Grand Master, while promising to find a way to restore Saibot, keeping him at the Temple of the Elements for safety in the meantime. Scorpion ultimately forgives Cyrax for her transgressions and invites her to join the Shirai Ryu. Well, they were both yellow. And Jesse's just written, "Have a nice day" at the end here. Well, what a lovely sentiment. I hope you have a nice day too, Jesse. And you too, listeners. So what did we learn from the plot of Mortal Kombat? Well, we learned that if you're going to put together a fighting tournament whose results will decide the fate of the entire multiverse, maybe get a lawyer to draw up the rules for it, and not a bunch of shithouse hoity-toity elder god types who keep reminding you that they are powerless to intervene because Midsummer Murders is on and they got other shit to do. See you next time.